Alrighty, and howdy y'all, welcome back to Farming Simulator 2025, and in today's episode we have installed Precision Farming. I've never used Precision Farming in Farming Simulator, so here's what we're doing. It's got a separate tab here, General tab here, Precision Farming. There's different soil types. There's loamy sand, sand loam, and silty sand. Soil samples you have to take. You have to analyze the soil first. pH values. That's why we got rid of all of our fields except the grass one, because we're going to take soil samples today. After we do a little housekeeping. So first we have to take soil samples. So if we go to here, actually if we go to settings, we can go to soil precision farming right here. It should make things cheaper in theory. So it should make things cheaper. I don't know, but it should. I was just looking. See if I can push this guy. Well, I just crashed. See if we can push this. So today is just a housekeeping episode. We're gonna just... Whoa, it took the whole tree. Alright, sweet. 13,000 now. So that just took the whole tree. Was not expecting that one. We need to pick up all the bells. We'll probably do that in the next episode. Today we're doing precision farming stuff. So first thing, we have to take soil samples. Is the first step in the process. So we have to go to buy here. We have to go to... Ooh, next that's on sale. We need to check that out too at some point. There should be a... Go down here at the bottom. Alright, so first thing we have to do is find the... Precision farming. That there was like a separate tab for it. Front loader tool maybe, because it's a front loader attachment. Oh, you can just click on, I forgot, you can just click on precision farming. But anyway, we have to buy one of these dudes, a scout, and it samples our fields. We're going to lease this. And we're also going to lease a vehicle to do it with. Because I don't think, actually, we're going to turn tram lines on too. So hold on, precision farming. There's tram lines. Tram lines. Tram lines, tram lines. Where is it at? General? It might be under. So this has the type of sand. If you go to precision farming, soil types, pH, nitrogen, yield, seed rate. So we're gonna sit here and go pick up the. Actually, we're gonna rent something to use. Can I use one of these? With a 3-point link. $600. First, we have to soil sample all of our fields. Buying one of these would be nice just to have. So this is a soil sample unit. Dang, thing's fast. You know, like almost going 40 miles an hour with this bad boy. Yeah, I think that field's growing, so we can't do that. Wait, what month is it? We're supposed to be in what, September and October? What are we gonna harvest this year or plant this year? This year we're gonna try something else. Is there anything we can plant like November or December? The grass is the only thing that we can plant. I'm thinking about just skipping planting for this season. And doing like corn or something. Maybe. Alright, let's see, where's the map button? What button is it? I haven't played in a while. Alright, sorry. Controls. Map. Player interaction. I forgot the button for maps. Oh, there it is. So if you unload it, so see the arrow on the bottom. We wanted to make sure we do the whole field. Takes this little sample. Takes it and waits. And it does, you can't overlap it. So this whole field is, we're going to try it with trim lines. This is working with, so the sprayer working with. Because it uses GPS, so we're going to have to follow GPS. So if we hit send sample, hit Y. We can almost do a whole field with one sample. We can do a whole field with one sample. So yeah, if we just stick in the middle, we can do the whole thing. This should make things easier on our front. In theory, where we don't use as much seeds and that sort of thing. Of course, we didn't use that much to begin with, but and then our big field, And the other field's what's going to be a pain to do. Crazy, we're already 25 minutes in this video. Kind of hard to believe. Then we have to go down here and do this bad boy. This field's going to be a pain to do. We're paying almost $1,500 for the soil samples. Okay, just a couple more here. Last one. Send that off for analysis. So the only thing we can do in September and October is what? Barley. We can do radishes. We can try that. Or we can do wheat again. I mean, wheat's going to give us quite a bit of moolah. I do want to try like carrots or something one time. This year I want to try carrots. So in April we need to plant carrots. So what field we're going to use for carrots? I'm thinking we're going to use maybe this field for carrots. Maybe this is going to be our carrot field so we only have to do, or which one we're going to do? What does carrots sell for? Carrots, they sell for $200 a liter, but I don't know how much I'm going to get. $200 per 1,000. So, I do not know how much it's going to cost me. But anyway, these are the soil types. Seems like it goes through all of them here. So loamy sand's the best. It goes all the way down. We have to next, after doing this, we get environmental score. Soil information yield maps. See, this one will just purchase the soil information because I'm lazy. And we can use tram lines if we want, but economic, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. So next we have to check the pH level. Expected yield 89%. See, by default we're getting pretty good. We're getting good yields. We don't need either one of these anymore. We can turn both of these guys. And then after that, precision farming, this guy, measure the nitrogen. We don't have to fertilize yet. This is for spot spraying. We have to use the John Deere stuff because 24s are going to be our working with. Yeah, it looks like 24. Pulse width modulation. Nozzle spray separate. This would save us. I don't say the width. 36. So it's either 24, 28, 24, 28, or 36. So what are we going to do? I'm thinking we're going to try, because it's September and October. So I'm thinking we do wheat on, thinking that one we're going to try corn. Because it tells you your nitrogen levels and stuff now. I'm thinking that big field we're going to do corn. So the big one we're going to do carrots. I want to try carrots, something new. So the other 3 fields, we're going to do wheat again. We need to move all these bales though. I forgot to do that off camera. So I'm going to do that, move all these bales off these 3 fields. And I will see y'all when we get done with that. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 wheat fields and 2 carrot fields. Because I want to try something new. I want to try carrots and see what that's good for. But we are going to buy buffalo also. So we need to skip to September and October. So we can start planting the wheat. Oh, crap. There went the bale. We need to buy a bale trailer. There's so much stuff we need to buy. Okay. So yeah, them 2 fields we're going to leave because I want to try carrots next year. I was planning on getting buffalo today, but precision farming is what we're focusing on. We're already almost an hour into this video. We're just going to sit here, get our bales taken care of, and then I'm going to skip into September and October. And plow up these 2 fields. So that one's done. Whoops, we're throwing bales around. Hold on. So let's get on here. That one bale is gonna fall off, I know it. Actually, we're gonna park this in the big barn. Hold on. I was gonna use that one as my bale barn, but we can stick them in here for now. Okay, so now we're gonna skip to September and October. And we're going to plant wheat, because wheat seems to be doing pretty good for us. So we're going to plant wheat September and October. So the next step in precision farming would be to mulch. Or to check the nitrogen rates. Nitrogen's really bad, so we have to sit there. We're going to use these 2 fields as... We need to weed our fields too. So we're going to use these 2 as our fields for... Or these 2 as our... these two as our, what are they called? Carrot farm. And the other two is our wheat. We need to weed our fields, we need to plow our fields, we need to do everything with our fields. So, I'm going to find the correct... So we're going to be using a lime spreader. Which one do we use? So we just need to start. We need like plow and mulch and stuff like normal. All right. So we need. What do we need a mulch? I think we do. Hold on. Because we need to skip. Oh, we're still in August. We need to skip to September and October. Because wheat's gonna be doing good for us, so we need to do that. Sorry, I like have no clue what I'm doing.
Well met. What?
No, go away. We'll wake up about 10 o'clock. Because I want to get away from the fog. Get away from the fog. Alright. That still ain't popped anything yet. So, I think we're going to have to mulch, right? Plow, we need a plow, we need a weed. Dude, look at the weeds are growing rampant. So we need to buy... We need to get our cultivator out. Do we need to mulch? I think we do. So let's buy a mulcher. And we need to buy one just anyway, but we only have $8,000, so. Mulch. But yeah, you're supposed to mulch after previous harvest when you use precision farming. $3,000. Okay, we don't have the money. Which is that one? 200. That's a little cheaper. It's only a little 1 weeder. How much is this guy? 1,000. We only have $8,000. So this is a little bit bigger at 5, 3. We'll go that one. Anyway, I'll see y'all when we get back. Now we're gonna grab the limer. Or the whatchamacallit, where's it at? Which one do we use? We use the these are fertilizers. With the lime, so if we do 24 meters is what we're going to use. We're not going to have no money after this. Literally. I think we have lime though, so that'd be perfect. Instead of mulching the field first, the other one we're going to lime first and then mulch. See what the difference is, or if there's a difference. Do we not have no lime? Uh-oh. Did I use it all? Uh-oh. We don't have no money. Because this is fertilizer. No, it's herbicide. That goes. So let's just cultivate it. Since we don't have the right amount of fertilizer. I'm going to send this guy back. I'm going to try one without mulching. Try one of them without mulching and see what happens. So all precision farming really does is it just makes your seeds go down. Makes you use less seeds. That's all it really does. But we don't have the money, so we're going to be skipping some steps. Because I don't want to go into debt. Dang it, I forgot we can't turn around here. Alright, so we're going to do all this, and then I'll see y'all when we get done. This year we're going to be hurting. Hurting for goodies. Wait, do they need lime or no? Lime ain't on here no more. Is that a new? Oh, that's how you increase the pH by liming. So you have to lime to be able to get the pH up. So we're going to have to sell some of our crops or some of our doodads over there. Good thing is I can just sell here at the farm. So how the pH value works, you're just going to lime your field like normal. And the amount of lime you use will change based on the pH level. And how I have it at auto, I have it at auto application rate, so it'll sit there and change based on what kind of soil it is. So it'll sit there and change. So now if we get out and look, pH value is perfect. And of course, if you drive over the stuff you've already done, it'll apply at the normal rate, but once you get your nitrogen levels perfect, then you can seed like normal. See, now it ain't even dropping at all. You use less lime with doing the precision farming. Now, while they're doing that, I can seed this field. While homie is sitting here plowing for me. Like this. I don't think precision farming works with normal planters. I think you have to use direct drill planters for it to work, but we don't have the money, so we cannot do that. And tram lines, there's a thing. So like if you go here and go to tram lines, That'll change how many seeds you're dropping per minute. See, now it goes down even slower. Than it did before. So, perfect. We might not play with trim lines, I don't know. Move this out of the way though. For our worker. See, the seeds changed to 400. You know, when I get a different soil type, it'll change again. See, 180. So it just changes based on how many seeds, and you only use what you need. So it's like perfect. So you use less seeds and less fertilizer and less everything. So now we can just skip October and go straight to November. Next episode. Since we've spent a whole day in this month blocked by an object. Go figure. That's good enough. I'm gonna drive over here, drop this off. Drop off our lime. And call it good. Alright, so let's drop our lime off. Drop this guy off. Drop this off in the barn. And we'll grab this. So I'll see y'all when we get done with both fields. Okay, so here we are in the last pass. Last pass here, and then we're gonna call it quits when we get done with doing this. Alrighty, so that pass is complete. So that field, them two fields are wheat fields. Them other two fields are going to be carrot fields whenever we get to doing them. Why can't I? Oh, the worker group is what? G. There it goes. Okay. We'll just park this bad boy under here for time being. I'll be seeing y'all in the next episode. I don't know what we're going to be doing. We're probably going to be doing... since we can't... So every time you plant something, it has a environmental score or a yield potential. But today, or next episode, we're going to start in November. And... Look, no money nowhere. But we're going to start... Because we have a couple episodes to wait. So, 1, 2... We got about 3 episodes to wait until we do carrots. Because I want to see what that's like. But we're going to fill the pen back there of buffalo. We have buffalo milk. That is going to be a good moneymaker. So I'll be seeing you on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Be seeing you on the next one. Bye-bye. And take care.